What got you into boxing?
My mum just asked me. It was my 7th or 8th birthday. She asked me what would I want for my birthday, and I just says take to a boxing gym. From 10 till 13, I wasn't really winning anything amazing. Then my older brother Cal started winning national titles, and so then I thought, oh, you know what, I've got to start training hard, because then that will be me. Yeah, that made me train hard and start living the life of a boxer.
What was it like getting on to Team GB?
I won the senior ABA's title at 17, and then I got picked to go on the podium at GB podiums. But then I had a few injuries, had a couple of operations.
Tell us about like when you get an injury like that, the kind of emotions that you went through. And
I just had my little son, and I remember thinking, oh, I've just bought a house, and then I can't fight, but I thought it's okay. But then ruptured that bicep the second time, and then that was a hard road back. It was just horrible, it was. And then I had a warm-up fight, and then went for the European. Yeah, I won it, so it paid off.
yeah, what was that fight like? Like, tell us like the emotions.
I remember just doing everything in my powers to win it.
Which fight did you feel like you had the most pressure?
The most pressure was definitely for the European title. If I can't win a European title, then there's no point being in boxing. I don't just want to be a fighter, just fighting for the sake of it.
Gamal, it was lovely to have you on. So we end with this bit of a morbid question.
Yeah.
What would you want written on your tombstone?
That was a weird question.
In today's episode, we spoke to a very special guest, Gamal Yafai. Gamal is a professional boxer born in Birmingham who went on to achieve the Commonwealth, the WBC International, and the European title. Not only does he have these incredible achievements, but he's a very great person who helped my co-host Wali Khan win his first fight. In our conversation, Gamal educates us about the world of boxing, what it's like to deal with setbacks, injuries, and what does it take to succeed. Gamal also shares his childhood stories with us and what it's like to be raised by a single mother, as well as his other two brothers who are also professional boxers and how they impacted his career. Gamal hasn't only been an incredible athlete throughout his career, but he's also a very kind individual. We hope you enjoy this conversation.
Are you nervous, Gamal?
No.
Good.
No.
That's the first person who said they're not nervous.
Really?
Yeah, every other person says they're nervous. Even Khushal's dad, who's done loads of public speaking, when he comes on the podcast, he's always nervous to start with.
No.
Is that boxing? Because you've been through.
Yeah, there's been worse. I think you're going to have
Yeah.
a bloody fight on TV. That's worse.
That's amazing. So, with
There's something on your mouth. I shall get that off.
I can't.
Oh, it's just-
Man, such an important episode. And fucking pimple. Yeah,
So I'm not that important, mate. Well, yeah.
come on, you're important to us.
I'm one of the boys from the ends, man.
Yeah, one of the boys who helped him win.
Yeah. No, it was honestly that third round. I was so dead. I don't even know what happened. I got off the stool, ready for the third round, and my legs were like
Shaking, cramping, and that. Yeah.
Oh, it was crazy. But I still won.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
I want you to remember how you felt in the third round.
So you trained Wally for boxing match, and the whole experience was so surreal. But what got you into boxing? Like
A box called Princess Mohammed. So I used to watch him growing up. Like loved him, idolised him. Used to pester my mum to pay to watch him because he was box office back then. So you'd have to pay £20 to watch his fight. And me and my brother Cal would beg my mum to pay for it.
Yeah.
So and then stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning waiting.
Yeah.
For him to fight. And we always wanted to watch his entrances as well because they were mad. So yeah, my mum just asked me. I think it was my 7th or 8th birthday. She asked me what would I want for my birthday, and I just says take me to a boxing gym.
Wow, is that way? So you were the first brother. So
yeah, I was the first. Yeah.
So for those who don't know, all three Yafai brothers, you're 4 brothers, right? Altogether
there's
4
5.
and 3 or
No,
5.
There's 5.
And 3 of them are pro boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 3 including me.
Yeah. So you were the first one who started,
Yeah.
and that's because of Prince Nasir.
Yeah, Princess Mohammed. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Then I started and got a bit of anger out, and I was really naughty kid and that, and got bored of it after a bit, as you do, because I was only 7, 8. I mean, kind of fell off. Kind of started to chill with my mates a bit more. But then before that, I did ask how I start coming to boxing, man. He didn't wanna. And then I asked him again just before I was starting to fall out of like kind of love with it. And then he started. I just chilled for a bit, chilling with my friends, probably messing around playing football after school and that. And then Cal would go to boxing gym, and then he started to have this success. Then I thought, you know what, it's time for me to get back into boxing. So I went back probably when I was about 10. And then that's it then. Just cracked on from 10-year-old to till last year. But I didn't take serious as well. Boxing was just kind of a thing where I just think as a young kid, you just you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that without working hard. Where for the first from 10 till 13, I wasn't really winning anything, anything amazing. Then Cal started winning national titles, and then he become world junior champion. So then I thought, you know what, I've got to, I've got to start training hard because then that will be me. So yeah, since then, that made me train hard and start living the life of a boxer. And yeah, didn't look back kind of thing.
That's impressive because a lot of people have like their parents pushing them towards a sport or like some sort of career, but for you guys it was like motivating yourselves and then motivating each other to do better.
Yeah. My mom never pushed me one bit. She'd always if I ever wanted anything or if I wanted boxing, she'd take me. She was always supportive, but she'd never push me. Like I'd be quite pushy with my son now. Like if you want to go if you don't want to go football, or why don't you want to go football? What's your excuse? You know what I mean? And he's like 5'6". So I can imagine I'll be quite pushy. You've just got to kind of let them do what they want to do, and then if they work hard at it, they more time becomes successful at it.
Do you think you can see that in someone from a young age, whether they've got that drive in them to be successful?
When you do see a young kid and you see how they are, you see a few young kids and they're determined to do well, but then they can fall off as well. 3-4 years, like at 11 years of age, you could be non-stop at football or boxing, whatever, and then get to 15, 16, start having more friends, start going out, start having girlfriends, start that going out on the weekends, that kind of thing, and that kind of that you kind of fall off from your main thing that you want to do, which is whatever it might be, boxing, football, cricket. It might be just working to be a builder, working to be working media like yourselves or something like that. But it's just, I feel with boxing, it's one of them. It's you can work. Even in football, you can work really hard. And I know a lot of people say there's this narrative where if you work hard, you get it back, which is not always the way. Especially with boxing, I feel like you can work hard, and you'll give yourself the best chance if you work hard. But it's not. It doesn't mean that you have all the success in the world, unfortunately. But gotta give yourself the best chance.
I can see on your hand you've got mom tattooed on your hand.
Yeah.
Could you tell us more a bit about your mother and the role she has played in your career?
But yeah, massive part, man. Single parent, done everything for us, supported us, give us the world kind of thing, really. And it was hard for her as well because she was on her own and she didn't have a father figure there for us to support us. That's why I'm like with my son now. I give him everything I can kind of give him, support him 100%. Because we never had that, but it made us work hard as well. And obviously with my older brother Cal, he was he pushed us to do better. Because really, me and Galal now, we're the younger ones. We probably wouldn't be boxing, or wouldn't probably. Well, Galal definitely wouldn't have been boxing, but I don't think I would have took it as serious if it weren't for like Cal. because his success made me think, I want to be successful.
Mm.
So we owe Cal a lot, to be fair.
Mm.
So, but it's we've had to work hard for it. It ain't come easy, and it's been a long. But started boxing when, like you say, took it serious from 11 till now. I'm 32 now. You know, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's 2 decades, over
Yeah.
2 decades of boxing.
It's gone
Yeah.
quick though. Gone quick, especially with the more success you have. When you have bad times, it goes slow. When you have good
Mm.
times, they go rapid. So yeah, it's been good though, been fun.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about that success. What was it like getting on to Team GB?
So like you say, Cal won the World Juniors, because that's when it kind of changed for me. Because Cal won the World Juniors in Liverpool.
Oh, really? Great place.
It's a place called St George's, but he's in Liverpool, and he won the gold World Juniors, and I just thought, I've got to take boxing serious now. He was like the World Junior champion. He was kind of like, he was 16 at the time. He was kind of like the boy coming through, like what everyone would talk about. And I thought, I want a bit of that.
What's funny, I was watching one of your interview with
Yeah.
him. I don't know if it was IFL, but you were talking about how when you started boxing, he wasn't boxing, and then you punched him into the chair.
Yeah. We used to fight. We used to fight in the house. Make a little boxing ring out the sofas, get our boxing gloves on, and have spars. And to be fair, I used to batter him. I swear, I used to batter him, but that kind of changed after a bit, and I thought, I got to fix up, man. So,
That's what happens when you little bro, the big bro.
yeah. His success in Liverpool, just made me think, I've got to take it serious. Then I started to, I won back-to-back junior ABAs, NAZYPs, Four Nations. Just I become the best in England then, which then give me the chance to fight in the World Junior Championships 2 years later, the same ones that he won gold in. But I got the silver. He won. I lost in the final. But still, good thing to do. But with silver medals at the World Juniors is hard. So, yeah. From then, kind of. But that was when I was 16. Then I won the senior ABA's title at 17, which was like probably one of the youngest ever to win them. And then I got picked to go on the podium then. GB podium squad, and then went to European Championships and got a European bronze. Then I had a few niggles after that, a few injuries, had a couple of operations, which made me miss. Which I couldn't basically fight in the Olympics because there's another guy as well who was ahead of me called Luke Campbell. He won the gold in London. He's really good, but I was injured with injuries, and I couldn't fight in like tournaments to show that I was good enough to be picked for the Olympics. But to be fair, he was very good, and it would have been very hard to get picked ahead of him.
Yeah,
because he was so good, and it's shown when he won the Olympic gold. He ended up winning the gold. So
isn't that Luke Campbell that's like really well known now?
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia, he had a fight with Ryan.
Yeah, he had Ryan Garcia. Yeah, so he was like really good. He was, and it's a shame he was my weight. Because if he wasn't my weight, then I would have gone to Olympics. But he was my weight, and he was just experienced, been around a while. So like, I was on the GB a few years. He was on there since I was a kid. Like since before I probably started boxing. He probably about 3-4 years. So he was only 4 years older than me probably, but he was on the squad on Team GB for a long time. He was really experienced, and he was really good. Like, hard to beat as an amateur. So I get it why they picked him ahead of me. And then he just went and won the gold, beat everyone. He ended up beating a guy that John Joe Nevin in the final, who I'd beat for a European medal 2 years before as well. So he's it was like you say, it's one of them with the Olympics. It's I could see and go, I would have medal, but it's a hard tournament to get a medal in. Never mind win a gold.
Yeah.
it's hard. Don't get me wrong. I think I'd had a great chance to win a medal, but to win a gold, you've got to be a bit special.
Well, so you got to be lucky too, because you went through some very serious injuries.
Through boxing injuries, yeah.
Is that the hardest thing about training, would you say?
Well, it depends. Like, see, I always had problems with my biceps or my hands. So it was one of the two. It'd always be my wrists or my bicep, and I'd always have them problems from when I was on Team GB, really. And then obviously when I'm pro, I had had a few injuries with my hands. Had a few. The many times I had cortisone injections in my hands because they'd be sore and I'd needed to fight because I didn't want to pull out of a fight, so I'd have to whack an injection in me. That happened many times, and that happened in my biceps as well. But then eventually, one of them popped. I ruptured my bicep in a fight, and then I was out for a year, and then come back to boxing to get ready for a fight, and ruptured the other one.
That's all right. What is that like? Tell us about like when you get an injury like that year, the kind of emotions that you went through. And
I remember the first time I done it, I just had my little son, my first son. And I remember thinking, oh, I've just bought a house and then I can't fight for a while now. I've got to pay for this operation, got to do this, and I just thought, oh, what a nightmare. But I thought it's okay. It was the first time I'd done it. It's okay. I had a bit of money behind me. I'll be all right. And like you say, I had my son just then, so I thought a bit of time with him as well, because I won't be able to fight. I won't be able to go training, so I won't be in the gym 24/7 or because I trained away. So I trained in Sheffield, so it all week I don't see my missus, my family, and that. So it come at a good time really because I just had my son. So I weren't too bothered. But then then when I ruptured it the second time, I thought, what a nightmare. Then really, when I think about it, I probably should have packed boxing then. Really,
like retire.
yeah. Then
So is that after you won your European title?
this was before. This was
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
imagine if he said it.
yeah. That was before. But I just thought it just no luck, and I weren't getting crazy money for boxing. What like I was doing it for just the money. It was just I wanted to reach my full potential, and it was kind of slipping away. So but yeah, ruptured that bicep the second time, and then that was a hard road back. It was just horrible it was, and then but somehow got time went pretty fast, which was crazy because I thought it would go slow. Before I know it, I was ready to fight again. And then Eddie said to me, you're mandatory for the European title. Do you want to fight for it? Which meant I had to go to Italy to fight for it because he was the champion, the guy. So I was just like, oh, jumped at it, like, sweet. You know what I mean? And just trained my ass off.
Was this your first fight after your injury, or?
I think I'd won. Yeah, just a warm-up fight. Yeah, I did. I had a warm-up fight. I had a warm-up fight and then went for the European. I'm sure I did. Or I might have just gone straight into the European. I can't remember. But I remember just thinking it's a big chance for me to win that. So after the shit I'd gone through,
Yeah.
I thought I'll do it. So that's what I did, and I won it. So it paid off.
Yeah. What was that fight like? Like, tell us like the emotions that you were feeling throughout, because you were kind of caged up.
I remember just doing everything in my powers to win it. To training even before like training, I'd done everything right, and I took him like really, really serious. A kid that I thought I'd beat, like I did. That's the thing with my boxing career. Like every fight I've had, there's not been a kid where I thought, like I can't beat him. Like realistically, I should have beat every kid I've lost to. You know what I mean? But I thought it'd be hard getting it over in Italy because he was Italian. He was like the kind of the golden boy over there. But I just thought I'll just do what it takes, and the rest is leave it up to the judges. If the judges should be fair. So just done everything I could, trained hard, had a good training camp, good good sparring, good everything, and I went over there, won it quite easy. I thought, and yeah, that was it. I was just happy to be back winning. I'm back with a good talk, because a European talk is a good talk to have.
Do you have a dialogue? So when you're fighting, do you have a dialogue with yourself? Like how, what is it? Like, for example, someone who doesn't know anything about boxing, like they might wonder, like, in movies, like it shows like Creed, this thing, in Creed, like that, they go into this dialogue, they're remembering like all their struggles. Is it really like that?
You know what? I would think of weird things. Like, I could be fighting, I'm thinking, I've got, like, the pressure is just mad. Like, you're thinking, I've got to win. Like, I've got to win. Like, if I don't win here now, I've fucked it. Basically,
Like,
that's what you like.
wow.
Literally, I always I think I put too much pressure on myself. Where I'll be like, this is matters so much to me. Like, if I don't win this, I want in contracts where, like, I don't know, I want in a 3-year contract or 2-year contract where I'm going to be fighting 8 times or 7 times to get paid this amount. So I just had a good relationship with Eddie, where I'll fight, basically winner kind of stays on kind of thing. You know what I mean? You've got to win to stay on. So yeah, I just thought I'm doing everything in my powers to win, and that was probably my downfall, really. In boxing, I would never stick to a game plan a lot of the times, where I'd see missed and want to kill him. Where if I'd boxed them, I'd have beat them comfortably just boxing. I was a top amateur, so, and the kids who I lost to, like, weren't no way technically better than me, and they weren't better fighters than me. So it was just like, yeah, it's just crazy when I think about it. When I look back, I think, what was I doing? But it is what it is. I don't dwell on it too much, but semi wild.
Yeah,
That's why I can see a lot of fighters they're it kills them to the day they die. Like, they'll always think about these kind of things, and they won't ever get over it. Where I'm kind of like over it now, but like I kind of laugh about it. I think, oh, what was I doing? But yeah, because you don't laugh, you cry.
Yeah.
Until I'm fucking dead as well, and I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah.
Did you get nervous before?
Yeah, I'd get nervous. Yeah, I'd get nervous. Definitely. Like, I know fighters don't like to show their weakness. No, I don't get nervous. But yeah, I got nervous many times. Even when I was massive favourite, because in every one of my fights, I was always a favourite. I was always a favourite to win. Really, the one I fought where I weren't a favourite, so it weren't like I was fighting, a top world champion I was up against it. You know what I mean? I weren't ever really up against it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was still nervous.
Which fight did you feel like you had the most pressure?
The most pressure was definitely for the European title. Definitely, yeah.
And then
by far.
Where did you go after?
Because I thought, if I don't win that, then that's it, kind of thing.
Yeah. Then retirement.
Then yeah, kind of thing. Like, if I can't win a European title, then there's no point being in boxing. So my goals was always win a world title. If I can't win a world title, then I don't just want to be a fighter just fighting for the sake of it for a few quid.
Yeah, because it's not as glamorous as most people.
People think like boxing's it's a be on end all. It's not. There's more to life than boxing. It's good to box and make a few quid and be known as a boxer and people know who you are and this and that. But I didn't really care about that, me, because I weren't a type of guy that loved fame or loved the limelight, or I love money, of course I do, but I'm not obsessed with it. I ain't gonna sell my soul for it. Which many fighters do, and the way they act on social media, and that ain't me. That weren't ever me. Which now I probably look at and go, I wish I was a bit more outspoken, a bit more on social media, because it would have helped me more outside of boxing. But it is what it is. Everything's written for you. So.
What role do you think the promoters have to play in that as well? Because we've always been told that, if you're not outspoken, you can't do it. But then you look at people like Khabib, who became one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
You know what it is? If you're not outspoken, you need to be a fucking very good fighter. That's it. Simple as that. get my little brother Gamal. He's an outspoken. He don't speak at all. Literally, don't speak. You don't put anything on social media. He's so quiet. You know what I mean? He's so quiet, but he can fight like fuck. So that's why he gets away with it. That's why he will always be successful in boxing. That's why he'll always make good money. That's why he'll always, you know, be the best in his weight, because without being, you know, outspoken, you don't have to be. It helps. If you don't have the belief in yourself as a boxer, then, you know, it's always the ones that's why they're speaking so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you believe in yourself and your capabilities and your talent and that, you don't need to. Why do you need to speak?
How much does the European title help in terms of getting money? Like, does your pay go up significantly?
That's a thing. Like, see, boxing, you won't make much money unless you're world champion, really.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, you won't make much money where you know, you need to be world champion and be dominant for years. So Cal, my brother, he was world champion for a while. He made his money because he held it for, you know, 6 fights. He held it for a long time. That's what he made good money in boxing. But if I win a world title now and fucking lost it in my next fight, then yeah, I made a few quid, but fucking I can't retire and chill for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I can probably, you know, pay off my mortgage off.
Yeah.
Especially now with the cost of things and, you know, how much a house is. You know what I mean? Yeah, you probably pay half of your house off, but you're not going to pay half of your house off anyway, because you'd be stupid to do that. So you probably try and invest it, and what's the chances of that blowing up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I was listening to Terence Crawford interview, and he called boxing the most corrupt sport.
oh,
To what extent?
corrupt then the word? It's mad. It's mad on it. The people in it as well. The 99% of people in it shouldn't be in it, and they got a Scooby about boxing. But it's easy access boxing. So like, if you want to be a boxing coach now, you can be a boxing coach within 2 months' time, 3 months' time.
Really?
How?
Yeah, I mean, you just go and do your courses and do it 2 weekends.
Just learn how to hold pads.
Yeah, learn to hold the pads, learn the, you know, basics. You know what I mean? That's it. You're in. Be in. I don't know. You could get your licenses within. I don't know. Next time my brother fights, you could be in the corner with him.
Really?
Yeah,
That
if you
easily?
wanted- yeah, that's how
Why is
easy.
it so
Because
bad?
it's just that's the way it is. That's why there's so many like donuts in boxing. Because-
Shady judges as well.
Yeah.
Very shady.
Yeah, but it's not like any other sport.
Yeah.
It's a poor man sport, boxing, isn't it?
It's unfortunate though, because it's such a high risk sport.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
with football, you have League 2, League 1
Yeah.
footballers making like life changing money.
Yeah.
With boxing, like you have to.
Yeah,
become the
boxing,
top
like
of
you
the
have to
top.
be the top to make dough.
It's
You need
crazy.
to be, but that's a thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I never made crazy amounts of money, but you know, I've got a decent house. I have nice things. I can live. I can live a good life in the sense of like I can. If I wanna go on holiday, if I wanna I don't have to work. I don't work 9 to 5. I do my own. You know, I do my own coaching, boxing coaching. I do well from that, from the name I made from boxing, and because I know, you know, I know my stuff. So, you know what I mean. So I do a lot of coaching, PT, and things like that. So that does well for me. I don't have to do a 9 to 5. That's
Yeah.
but that, being honest, that's the least I think I deserve after coming, you know, after my success in boxing.
Yeah.
I never won a world title, but I won many other things.
You had great achievement in like WBC International, Commonwealth,
European, yeah.
So but you aspired to become a world champion. What was
sorry? As soon as that potential went, so like I knew, I had the potential to be a world class fighter. But as soon as that was disappearing from me, and I knew when I weren't quite good enough to be a world champion, then I just thought I'm not doing it. Like I just thought I'm not doing it for money. Like I could still box now and earn and not have to go and do what I do now, go and coach or go and work. But I'd rather keep my pride intact and you know, just chill and just, because I know I ain't nowhere near as good as I was. So what's the point?
Why do you think some fighters they just can't like come at
Leave.
peace with it?
I don't know. I always think it's mad how like, see me. I just think, see me. I don't miss boxing where I think, oh, God, I want to be back in a boxing gym. I want to be back in a boxing ring and that. I just think as long as my kids are good, my family are good, I'm sweet. So I could sit in here. I could sit doing whatever I wanted. For my kids are sound and that, and my kids are my missus, my mum, my family. I'm good, innit? My family all good. My brother's still boxing Gamal. He's gonna be, he's like we're enjoying the journey with him. You know what I mean? It's chill. I can chill back. I can go away with my brothers, watch it and fight. Go and see my son play football. Go and pick up my son from school. Go and do these things that, a lot of people, lot of boxers can't do.
Yeah.
Because they wanna stay in boxing when the dream's gone. Really, you know what I mean. But each of their own.
What did that feel like when you realized that the dream of world champion was?
I knew
gone?
I was up against it even when I was like European champion and that. I knew I was up against it because like I'm not deluded. I've always been a straight up guy. Like to be a world champion at my kind of weight division as well with the guys who had the title would have been hard for me to, even at my best. It would have been hard for them to, even if I reached my potential, it would have been hard for me to beat them. But I would have beat the guys that I've lost to over the years, hands down, like comfortably, hands down. That's the only thing that bugs me a bit.
Another thing I wanted to speak about is why is the losing culture in boxing so toxic? You see MMA fighters lose 10 fights.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the next one champ. Like they love their fighters more after they lose because they get this sense of respect. Why do you think in boxing like it's so toxic? Way?
I don't know. It's just crazy. I always think it like you see UFC fight. I'll be watching a fight, and he's lost 8 times or something.
Yeah,
He's been knocked out loads of times, and he's come back and he's got the belt now, or he's come back and he's he's a big name now, and things like that. But boxing's just so different. Everyone writes you off. You can have a shit performance. You could just have a off night performance and still win, and people write you off.
really.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
you lose. You show that you haven't got a chin, or what I mean. You're hurt in a fight. Then he's shit. He's not gonna be world champion. He's been chin like me. I've been put down a few times in a fight. Oh, he's got no chin. He's fought. People don't understand the weight drain, like killing yourself for the weight, losing 2 stone in 2 months and things like that. How deteriorated you are. They should try it and then get clipped on the chin and see how it feels.
Yeah.
It don't feel nice. But fans are fans, aren't they? They're all fickle. That's just the way they are. That's the thing with social media. I didn't really go on it anyway. So
Yeah, I feel the keyboard warriors have definitely made things a lot
that's
worse,
a thing,
innit?
and I don't portray that I'm a hard boy, and I keep myself to a family man. I don't want to live that life, but like you see, like you'd love to see them on the street and that, and you say something to them, they'd shit themselves. Wouldn't even. They've never had a fight in their lives as well.
Yeah.
That's the thing. 99% of them haven't had a fight in their lives. And if you said to them, you see them on the street, come around the corner and they shit themselves.
Yeah.
Literally shit themselves.
Me and Khashal spoke about this a bit as well. People are so much more respectful in real life than they are on social media.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The same guy who'll be like saying ridiculous things online, if you meet him in person, he'll switch up completely.
Yeah, it's mad. That's just the way it is. See me, I'm just be straight whether it's on social media or not. You know what I mean? Fucking, that's just who I am. That's who I'll always be. I ain't a blagger. But there's too many of them, and there's too many people that disrespect people without getting a punch in the mouth for it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like these journalists that write these like articles and
Yeah.
shit on fighters, bro, get in the ring first.
Mm.
Get punched once, and then you'll
Yeah,
realize.
then you realise, or at least have a fight.
Yeah.
At least have a fight, but they wouldn't even have the balls to put a pair of gloves on and have a fight. You see all these kids now stabbing each other. That. Why do you think that is? Because there's that much fear of them going and have a straighten on the park and getting knocked out.
Yeah.
So that's why they won't have a fight, because they think I'm gonna stab him because fucking if I go and have a straight with him and knocks me out, it's all over. One of my mates have recorded it, all my mates have seen it, and they look like a sausage. That's why literally.
Yeah,
That's why
it's crazy.
the won't. That's why it's all knives and that now, because everyone's got too much pride to get beaten up. Well, like, just have a fight in it, and that's it.
There's nothing embarrassing about being a man and even getting knocked out like a man.
Nothing. The hardest skis is, like, you know, you probably know some hard lads. I know hard lads that have been chinned loads of times.
Yeah.
But the serious guys though. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, it is what it is.
It also gives them more of a story. Like, who wants to see a guy who wins? It's like the guy that I find inspiring. Like, for example, when I was going through very dark times, like I failed my A levels, right? Like, it's not, but then like at the same time, like around that time is when Ruiz beat the shit out of AJ.
Yeah.
Right. And AJ, I watched one of his interviews. He was like, "Don't let success get to your head and failure to your heart."
Yeah.
That one line changed my whole perspective on how I looked at failing my A levels. And then like I went on this comeback journey. I literally wrote it on my wall, on my phone. That quote was everywhere. And I then got into my Ream University, King's College London. So it was not AJ wins that inspired me that year. It was actually his loss. And people underestimate the power of, like, you know, like, you learn more from losing.
Yeah, you do. You learn a lot more when you lose. And you learn who's in your corner as well when you lose. That's the thing with boxing. You lose, no, you turn around, no one's there. When you lose, when you win, everyone's there. When you lose, everyone's got off, mate. On the motorway back home. That's a thing. Like, I've always kept the small team, and it's just kind of like me and my brothers, couple of friends, and that's it. I mean, they're gonna love me if I win or lose.
Yeah,
and I'm the same with them. And they could win, they could lose. I've seen Cal. I've travelled the world with Cal. He's won world titles, defended world titles, big shows, done everything. But then I've travelled when he's lost. But we're still gonna be there, isn't it? That's what it is.
What advice would you give to someone coming up in boxing right now?
Don't do it unless you're 100% about it. And just be careful in it and get the right team around you. Little tight team, and then work hard, and give it your all. And don't be worrying about going out with your friends and doing all that kind of stuff, because by the time you're 20 odd, your mates are gonna deft you off, got a few girlfriends, and you won't see them again. So just do it while you're young and give 100% to it. That would be mine. But like you say, not everyone will listen to me.
Yeah. That's the mad thing about when you're that age, you think you know everything. Innit?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. And that's the thing. You need older brothers. You need your dad to be telling you. Like you say, I never had a dad tell me. I used to think I knew everything. Whatever I said, in my head, I thought that's right. When he weren't, you know what I mean? But obviously, I'd Cal to look up to. He kind of had this success first in boxing, and then we kind of followed. And then Gamal was just not. Gamal wanted to box and read it at all, and kind of we say to him, "Come to the gym," and he was on with nine. And he always played football, and he loved football, so he stuck at that. And then eventually, he listened to us and started coming to boxing. So he like we was massively influenced Gamal to boxing. Like Gamal, I don't think Gamal would be boxing if it weren't for us. So he's coming to, and he's in a short amount of time just changed his life massively. Yeah, working at JLR, working at Land Rover, hated his job, coming to boxing, and then within 8 years, 7-8 years, he's Olympic champion, and a good name in boxing. Made a lot of money, so done really well. And it's only the beginning, really. So he's got a good 5 years left, and he'll be world champion in probably a year time.
Inshallah.
So
you guys are a great example of what brotherhood is and should be like.
Yeah, you know what it is. I know a lot of a lot of people and they don't get on with their brothers really, and I think it's mad, man. Mad, especially when you got brothers that like that you can all help each other, you can all help each other, and that they've Cal's helped me and I've helped him and vice versa, and we've all helped each other massively, and we wouldn't have done as well in boxing, if we weren't like that, but main thanks to my mum, ain't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been fun, whatever, man. I never got what I wanted from boxing, which was to win a world title, but I had some good times, met some amazing people in boxing, met some retards as well, but
I want to ask you the names, but let's
yeah, met some nice people as well, met some good people, and they'll be friends forever kind of thing. So it's been good. Now I can sit back and see my kids grow up, and hopefully they can become better than I ever was.
Yeah. No, I think it must have been such a sick experience going through that, because like, think about it, most people just 9 to 5 their whole life. Like,
Yeah.
that's not, I don't think that's positive. I don't think that's what's meant for humans to do. Like, for yourself, you've experienced things that only like the top 5% of, maybe top 1%.
You know what it is though, like there's people that do work hard though, that to try and get out their 9 to 5s, and I know people always say there is always the narrative of you work hard, you get out what you put in. It's not always the way.
Yeah.
There is guys out there that work 9 to 5, like I don't know, 95% of the country do, ain't it? Like work 9 to 5. And there's many of them that work hard and want to get out of their 9 to 5.
Yeah.
They haven't got the funds, they haven't got whatever it may be, but it's you need a bit of luck as well.
Yeah.
You need a bit of luck. You can, like, I could sit here and go, I want to be, I don't know, I want to go and do something in media now, or be work in construction or something else and work my ass off, but it might not pay off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially in sport, because like sport's hard, man. Especially in boxing, 1-2% make it.
Yeah.
Where they can come out and be financially secure for life.
And so much can go wrong as well.
So
like
much
injuries.
Injuries. That's a thing. In injuries, inactivity. Inactivity is a killer for boxing. Killer. You have inactivity. You know what I mean? It's no good. You shadow yourself. And I don't like to make excuses, but a lot of it was a lot of it with me. Inactivity, injuries, and you know what I mean? It would have always been hard to be top tier. Elite fighter, but would have definitely been done a lot better.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, isn't it? And like you say, I can't cry over it forever because of fucking yeah. But it's been fun, and like you say, I can sit back and see my kids grow, and see, get on the road with them, innit?
Seneca, he's a very I think it's Seneca, right? Amazing philosopher. I don't know if he said it or not, but he says the secret to happiness or secret to good life is to want what you have. It's like a lot of people want what they don't have.
Yeah.
And the things they once wanted that they thought would make them happy, now that they have got them, now they're looking at the next thing. You're a very good example of like wanting what you have, and that's beautiful that you have this level of gratitude. And
you know what it is? I just like you say, I just think everything's been written for me, and and that's it, innit? And I'm a big believer in God, and He's written this for me, and that's it. No point crying, no point crying over it. And it's not. I don't live a bad life. I'm not in poverty.
Yeah. Also, you've done very impressive things.
Yeah.
European champion.
Yeah. So
like,
I'm not a multi-millionaire. You know what I mean? I'm not a multi-millionaire, but you know what? I can pay my bills. My kids can have the nice things. You know what I mean? My I can go on a holiday once a year. I can take time off work, coaching or whatever if I want. So it's it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's like you say, I'm blessed, and there's people in a lot worse position than me. You know what I mean? So I can't sit here and moan, can I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd like you say, we'd all want to be multi-millionaires, wouldn't we? We'd all want to be, of course.
Yeah, and you've also developed skills that you can
That-
still monetize
yeah,
and pass on to
and
other
pass
people
on
as
to new
well.
people. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because you are very good at coaching. Like me and Khushal have done a few sessions with you, and like
Yeah.
the level that we improved at compared to other people who are boxing is insane, and just the difference was
Yeah.
your coaching.
Yeah, it's thank you. But yeah, like you say, my experience I can pass on to others.
Yeah.
In boxing, that's why I'll always be. That's why I think I'll be do successful in it because, like you say, I can give to kids that not many can give, given that experience. So yeah, I think I'll always do well in it. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We see, and like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what my future holds, but I'm just gonna pray and hope
Yeah.
and see how it goes.
Yeah. On a personal level, we're very grateful to you. Like
No problem.
Wally won that fight. Like, you know, that was like all the work you put in, the way you helped him progress through the stages. Like you didn't
Yeah.
overwhelm him with information.
Mm.
The way you coached him, and it's just amazing. Like you gave us memories that we can cherish for our life.
No problem, man. It's
Yeah.
been happy to be part of the little journey, and it's
Yeah.
like you say, I like being around good people, innit? And you good people, so I'm happy to support it.
Thank you, brother.
Same goes
No
for you
problem,
as
man.
well.
No problem.
Yeah. All right. So I had some boxing questions for you. Usyk's gonna fight Fury. How do you think that goes?
I want to edge you, sick, you know.
Really?
Why?
Edge you. Don't know. If Fury wins, it's because he's big. He's a bigger guy. I think Usyk will win because he's a better fighter, all round better fighter. I think. But if he does lose, it'll be just down to Fury's better and bigger guy. But I do think I'm just gonna go with the better guy. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with the better guy, which I think Usyk is. So yeah, I'm gonna say Usyk.
Do you think if we asked you that question before Fury versus Ngannou, you would have said the same thing or no?
Probably not. You know, probably not.
Really?
Nah, I think he's. I don't think Fury's the same as what he was. I think Fury, a couple of years ago, yeah, he would have been. We would have edged Fury, definitely. Yeah, comfortably as well. But now I'd probably edge towards Usyk.
How do you think it ends?
Points, yeah, points.
Clear victory or close?
Nah, close, yeah. It'll
Close.
always be close, yeah. But I think Usyk will edge it. 3-4 round job. Win by 3-4 rounds, I reckon. But it could be so wrong. Fury could just be too big. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just batter him.
He's just a weird guy as well, innit? Like, what if he just clocks in?
Yeah, that's the
just
thing
tough.
with Fury, yeah. He blows hot and cold, innit?
Yeah.
But when he blows cold, he still wins.
Yeah, it's weird.
So
It's got the gypsies.
He's
Gypsy
just,
god
so,
on
he's just so good, innit? He's good.
Gypsy
He's
man.
good. But yeah, it'd be interesting, man. I'm looking forward to that fight.
All right.
Yeah.
What about Bertabiev versus Bivol?
I think Berbatiev, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Bivol's a very good boxer, but people just see the way Berbatiev just knocks everyone out. You forget how good of a boxer he is, the way he cuts the ring off, the way he closes distance so good and so quick. And he's a very good boxer. People just don't think he's because he punches so hard and he knocks everyone out. Every fight he's had, he's won by knockout.
Yeah. 20.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
That's
Mad.
so
He's
mad.
got 100% ratio.
Yeah. So people forget about that he can box really good. So I'm not even gonna edge him. I think he probably polexes Bivol.
Really?
Yeah, I think he does. I think 8 to 12, something like that. 8 12 rounds he'd finish him, I think.
TKO.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah, I think he cleans him, I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
KO.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
even TKO.
Yeah,
Oh,
it might TKO, but it just stop it.
You
Just
stop it,
beat him. I think whether it's sleeping or not, I think he'd beat him. I think just don't know, but the thing is, see with Bivol, if you haven't got fast feet, you've got no chance. You've got no chance with Bivol, but I think he closes distance really good, Bertiev, and he can punch hard as well.
Yeah.
And he's a good boxer, so he's got everything that's needed to beat Bivol.
Yeah. Where's he from?
Russia.
Russia. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
he
one of
looks
our-
it. It looks like them Dagestani, Chechnya and Dagestani.
Yeah.
I don't think he's full Russian. But I know he boxed.
He's Muslim.
Yeah, but you on about Bivol Bertiev?
No, the other-
Bertiev. Yeah, Bertiev's Muslim. Yeah, but Bivol isn't. He's Russia. He boxed for Russia, but I don't know what he is. Like he's half something else. But
he looks Kazakh, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does look like he's
he
from
looks-
Central
yeah,
Asia,
but he's
Kazakhstan or
from. I
something.
don't know where he's from, but he's All I know is that he is from Russia. He boxed for Russia as amateur, but I'll tell you a story. I boxed in the World Juniors at Azerbaijan, and he was in the final with me when I boxed there, and he was the guy that everyone looked at and thought, "Oh, he's unbelievable."
Really?
Yeah.
How can you tell? Like even when they hitting
yeah,
a
you
bag,
could, but nah, just the way he boxed. When you box, the way he boxed, just how fluent he was. His feet, his feet is a big thing for me in boxing. When you watch their feet, how good they are, and his feet was unbelievable. And like every good boxer, you see their feet. They're just something else.
Yeah, but Bivol with his Soviet style it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great fight, and it's a
great
wicked
fight.
fight. But I'm gonna I'm not even gonna ed Bertiev. I think he wins comfortably.
Right.
Yeah.
The last question I had about boxing, not maybe about like fight.
Yeah.
What if, let's say, AJ versus the winner of Usyk and Fury? Because AJ is your friend, so
Nah,
the
thing is,
can't give us bias.
Nah, because we ain't close friends like that where I have to lie in it. Like,
okay, good.
he's a good guy. I was on the GB squad for years together and that, and he's a nice guy, and I do support him. I do like him and that, and I wanted to well, but I do think that he beats Fury. I think he beats Fury. If him and Usyk fight again, I think I think it's a lot closer now. I think it's a lot closer. And the second time, he nearly had it, man. The second time, he could have. He lost the last 3 rounds, and he drifted. You know, he won the last few. Usyk, but I just feel like this fight, I think he could. If they're fought again, I think with Ben Davis in his corner, the confidence he has now, I think he could beat him.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's a lot
definitely.
closer than last time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So Josh is confident now. You can see it. He's confident, and why he's you can't. So he boxed Wallin, Otto Wallin. Like Fury had a nightmare with him.
Yeah.
And Fury should have been stopped really on the cut because the cut was awful, and Josh just folded him in 4 rounds. And then everyone goes, okay, let's see how it goes with your man, what's his name? Ngannou. And then he just folds him.
That was
absolutely
crazy,
folds him.
yeah.
And he has and for 10 rounds.
You called it.
yeah, for 10 rounds he struggles Fury.
Yeah.
I think Ngannou won that fight against Fury.
To be honest, I think Fury edged it. Honestly,
I think Fury edged it as well.
I thought Fury won by 1 or 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
One,
I did, honestly, I did. But I thought, like, because everyone was going and Ngannou, and I was like, nah, I thought Fury did win.
Yeah.
But he was terrible. He weren't good.
Yeah.
And then Josh just products him. So you've got to make people think now, and it does. Everyone thinks now. A lot of people think, oh, you know what, Josh and Fury would, Josh would win now. They do. A lot of people do. Where before everyone was going Fury, 100%.
Yeah.
Now it's like, it's you're dead, Josh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd like to think if Josh and Usyk have a fight again, yeah, of course Usyk would probably be the favourite because he's beat him twice, but it'd be 50-50. You'd like to think like Josh has shared the ring with him twice now.
Yeah.
He's stayed active. Usyk hasn't really stayed active. You'd think he's older. Usyk's quite a bit older than Josh. You know what I mean? You'd like to think Josh would be the slight favourite now.
Yeah.
But it's opinions, innit?
Who was Usyk's last fight?
Usyk's last
Was
fight
it
was
I couldn't even tell you, man. I couldn't.
what's his
Was
name?
it Dubois?
Dubois, yeah.
Dubois,
The
yeah,
low
Dubois.
blow thing
Yeah.
that happened, controversy.
So how long ago was that?
That was a while ago.
A while ago,
while
because
ago, yeah.
Fury, man, I like the guy, the inspiring fighter, what he went through and came back. But man, you gotta fight the best. The fact that he just bullied Chisora for the third time.
Yeah. But you know what it is?
Leave him alone, man.
Yeah. But it's one of them. It's like that was a pathetic fight, isn't it? to fight, but fucking he's the main thing is staying active. And in a heavyweight division, a lot of them don't. They don't stay active, and then they just go off on 2-3 year break. That's why, like with Josh, I admire what he's doing, man. He's staying active, fighting. No matter if it's not, you don't have to be the world champions every time. Everyone expects you to fight the world champion. You don't have to fight there. You can take easy opponents.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think that's why.
And then you'd be better in the world title fights anyway. You'd be better. They'd make you a lot more ready to fight in them big fights.
I don't understand this narrative like, oh, Fury's the GOAT, and you know he's had this narrative in his favor for so long when Joshua's resume has been the best. He's fought everyone, Parker, all the hardest fights. Like he's fought them all, right?
Yeah.
And it just doesn't make sense.
See,
Like,
Josh, he's just fought whoever.
Yeah.
When he ain't had to, he's been a big name. He just sells whatever fucking arena, stadium out. He can fight anyone really and sell it out. So he can just fight anyone, but he always picks the good ones.
Yeah, this is why
I
I
mean,
never bought that narrative of
Yeah.
Fury and Wilder would push that he's ducking the fights. It just doesn't
mad.
make sense.
It's like you said, people said Josh flapped it from Wilder as well. Swerve Wilder, he never. He's willing to fight, and then Wilder loses against Parker.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's just one of them, and it's but people see now. People start to see it, don't they? People start to go, okay, maybe he want Josh all along.
Yeah,
Maybe he
exactly.
want, you know what I mean? People are onto him now.
What do you
people
think?
people are onto Fury. They know what he's on now. So
What do you think happened to him for those couple of years though? Because it did seem like he like switched off a bit with
I
the
just
Ruiz.
think with boxing, you might take a loss, and it dents your confidence, and it dents your confidence, and that it does. And he probably thought he ain't got the right team around him. He ain't comfortable in the environment that he was training in, and he probably thought, you know what, I need a new start. And to be fair, he's had a new start with Ben Davis now, and he looks good.
Yeah.
He looks like he's happy and enjoying, his boxing, and it's showing really in the ring. No matter what I say, no matter what anyone else says, like it's kind of showing in the ring, innit? And it's probably the right fit for him and his career going forward. So, but whatever he does, wish him well.
Yeah.
Hope he can bring, because he's the main man for British boxing. You know what I mean?
And he's a good role model as well.
He's a good role,
compared to all
he's
these
a
other
good role
guys.
model, and he's a good role model, and you know what I mean, and the things with Josh, what I've always liked with Josh is that, like, and again, it's not fucking licking his ass or whatever. Like, he's always been that kind of the same person. He's never changed. So when I met him, I don't know, 2011 to now, I don't know, last time I seen him was a couple of years ago. He's still the same guy.
Really?
And he's gone from being in 2011 being a normal guy with not a lot, being like a roadman, to now literally like one of these folks, roadman, like, which was like good at boxing, and then now he's a multi-millionaire, probably one of the most famous sportsmen in Britain, and he's just the same guy.
Yeah.
And I admire that. I respect that. I go, fucking fair play.
Yeah. That's
what I mean?
very
So,
admirable.
That's what I respect him on. Not his accolades, not what he's done in boxing. You know what I mean? How he is as a person. You know what I mean? And that's how I am with anyone. You don't have to have 100 million followers and 100 million pound in the bank, or fucking 1 million followers on Instagram. If you have 100 followers on Instagram and you have 10 quid in the bank, but you're a nice guy, I like you, and I'm gonna be nice, but
Yeah,
simple
exactly.
as that. But not everyone's like that.
Yeah.
99% of people ain't like that. So
Speaking of people who might change, like what do you think's going on with Ryan Garcia?
I just think he blagged everyone, didn't he?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I just think he blagged everyone, innit?
Do you reckon that's some next level acting?
He's a weird cat, man. I'm not gonna lie, he's weird, man. But fucking, he's shown up, innit, and he's done the job.
Yeah.
And you know, like you say, if he probably done it, I don't think he was 100%. I don't think he was 100%. So if he's done that at even 80%, 90%, then just think if he was 100% what he could have done.
Yeah.
I know he got battered by Javante Davis, but you see the difference from against Davis, the way he looked like a skinny young
Yeah.
kid
Yeah.
compared to now he's fully fledged grown man. And he fucking looks a lot better.
Yeah,
You
he
know?
had to really cut down in weight.
Yeah,
for
cut
that
down in
Davis
weight.
fight,
Yeah.
innit?
It matters, man. I'm telling you. It's a difference to winning and losing. It's a difference. People think, you know, it's not. It is, man. If you can lose a good bit of weight in boxing, it deteriorates you. You went the same fighter.
Yeah.
Like, I see most kids over the years sparring. See most kids in sparring, and I think, fucking hell, what a handful. Fucking really good he is. And then you see him fighting and shit, do half shit, and you're like, fucking, that's weird.
Why do you think that is?
Just like you say, weight and deteriorated. And then some ain't the same on the fight night and nerves and whatever. But a lot of the time it will be just weight, I think. Yeah, I've seen many times I could sit here and name 100 fighters, honestly. I wouldn't do it like, but sit here and name loads out. I've seen him sparring and I thought, fucking, and seen him a few times, not just a one-off, seen him a few times sparring, and they've been handfuls, really good. And you think, he's good, he's gonna do well, but they haven't quite done so well. Whether that's weight or just the pressure getting to them, nerves, whatever. But yeah, it's all got to come together on the night. No matter how good you are in sparring, training, whatever, it's all got to come together on the night. Simple as that, really. And anyone, whoever's in that ring, the two fighters in that ring, they've got any given chance to win. Like they can, whether you're the favourite or not. If you can be the favourite and you're a shadow yourself, you're gonna get beat. Because you're gonna be in a ring with someone decent.
Yeah.
So you're gonna, you know what I mean? You're not gonna be with a crab. You know what I mean? Like a really, really bad Joan. You're gonna be with someone decent, ain't it? So if you're not up to it, then can you get beat, man?
Yeah.
Boxing, and it's shown since boxing's been it's been happening, ain't it? You see upsets all the time. Back in the day, all you know, Muhammad Ali, all these top fighters, Sugar Ray Leonard, all of them, Duran, they've lost many times to guys should have killed.
Yeah. That Mike Tyson one.
Douglas one, yeah.
And vice versa, they've beat guys that shouldn't have beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, it's just one of them, and it's just boxing. But it's like you say, it's all fun. I won't say games because it's not a game. Boxing, boxing's mad.
It is a crazy sport.
Crazy sport.
Closest thing we've got to gladiators now, innit?
It's mad. You literally, honestly, you could be you walk to a ring. There's thousands of people, and then you're about to just go and have a fight, innit? That's what I respect. I swear to God, I respect anyone because, like you say, like you know when you was younger and like you're gonna have a fight on the park or something, and you're probably like nervous, scared, and that, and you think like that's what it's like, innit? But you're doing it in front of thousands of people. That's like it's mad. It's mad. I'm telling you. So the things that could go through your head as well. You be in a fight, you be thinking little things will come to my head and that, like what I'm gonna eat. What I'm gonna eat and that, and just like mad things and that, like weird things. I think, fucking hell, what that come to my head for, man? Or what I'm gonna do? I swear, what I'm gonna do next week and that, like mad things. Like then you could be like, oh, can't lose this fight, can't lose it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, just like mad things will come in your head, the weirdest things. Which a lot of fighters won't mention it, but I will. I don't give a fuck. But it's just,
give us more. What's been some of the other weird thoughts that you've had?
I don't know, man. The weird thoughts.
Have you ever made yourself laugh in the ring?
Not laugh now, because fucking I've never wanted to laugh, to be fair, in the ring. But
like just joke comes to you.
Don't know, just little. It'd be pathetic things like honestly, the tiny things like you remember something that you'd done a couple of days before, like gone for a Nando's or something. I went Nando's. You're not thinking about that. You're thinking you're in a fight. You're fighting on TV, and you thought about when you were sitting Nando's the week before or something.
That's crazy.
Weird little things. It might be just me. I don't know. No.
that makes it seem like it's like muscle memory for you, almost just, like you're going through the flow, so you can afford to.
Maybe that's fucking why I was too clumsy sometimes, just thinking about other things. But yeah, just mad things. Mad thing. Boxing is mad. It's the maddest sport in the world. You walk to the ring and like you're thinking about things, and you think, the fuck, I've got a fight now.
And is it over quick, like the 12 rounds?
Yeah, it goes quick, it goes rapid, innit?
What about pain? Like you guys are hitting absolute like
Nah,
baseball
I've
bat.
never had pain. Never
No.
had pain in the ring, you know. Swear to God, never.
That's-
Even when I've been put down or something, I don't feel it.
that's great.
I'm down. I think, fucking, I want to do down here. Get back up. I've never been in a fight where I've been like, oh, I'm gone here. I'm gone. I'm just like, I've been hit and I'm flashing right now. Get back up, and that's it. Like, you know, you see some fights where you've hit someone and they've gone, absolutely gone.
Yeah.
Like, never been like that. Like, a flash right now and you're like, fucking, what am I doing down here? Literally on the floor and you're like, what the fuck am I? And you get up. What am I doing down here? Swear to God, and you get straight back up. It's just maddest sport in the world. Mad. Swear to God, there's nothing like it. I always say, there's nothing like boxing.
Yeah.
You can go and play on a football pitch and that, and you won't be fucking good. Go and play on the Manchester United ground, and I'm just gonna run on there in front of, I don't know, 6,000 people and just be like, oh yeah, I'm playing football. But when you're in a box and someone's coming at you to try and kill you, that's different.
Yeah.
That is different, trust me. So that's so it's hard, man. It's nerve wracking. That's how I respect any boxer. I mean, respect that, especially the ones that ain't so good, that have got it, that they're fighting someone that's really good. So like there's guys out there now that are fighting like really good guys, and they're not that good. They're not meant to win. It must be horrible for them.
Yeah.
Must thinking, fucking, I'm up against it here. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, there isn't much pressure on them.
Yeah.
Because they're meant to lose. There's pressure on the other guy. Yeah, there's two ways to look at it, but it's either way. You got to respect anyone that goes in the ring, especially on TV, where loads of people watching it, thousands of people there watching a fight, hundreds of thousands watching it on TV and having a fight on TV.
Yeah.
Knowing, because I know fighters go, no, I knew I was going to win, I knew this and that. It always comes into your head, I can lose this. There's not what fighters always go, no, I knew I was going to win it. I've always been that one. I've always knew in my head, I can lose this. If I'm not on it, I can lose. Simple as that. I always think it. Always thought, if I don't, every fight I had from first to my last as an amateur and pro, if I'm not on it, I'm going to lose this.
Yeah.
I never ever thought that I'm going to go in this fight, I'm going to win hands down. I'm going to win easy.
Yeah.
I'm basically going to turn up and win. It don't work like that. You go in there, you've got to be on it.
Yeah.
Or you're going to lose, innit? And there's times when I won on it and I won. But there's times when I won on it and I lost.
Yeah.
So.
And there's so much to lose every time as well because of that thing of that keeping that old.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like, you're not in a contract. You're not, again, we go back to what we were saying before. You're not in a contract where you're in a 3-year contract, or for example, now you're in a 10-year contract at work or 3-year contract, whatever it may be, and you have a day off work or a week off work. You sweet, you're getting paid still.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen. You're gonna walk in the next day or the next week and everything's sweet. But if boxing fight, if you don't get in the ring, you're not getting paid. Or if you lose, you're not getting more time. You're not gonna get another fight, or you're gonna get another fight for fucking half the amount of money.
Gamal, it was lovely to have you on. So we end with this bit of a morbid question.
Yeah.
What would you want written on your tombstone?
Oh dear. Fucking hell, that's a weird question. Rest in peace.
So how would you like to be remembered is another way of saying this.
I don't know, just probably a nice guy. I swear down, like, probably a nice guy, innit? Like, no one can ever say, oh, he's a proper pricky. You know what I mean? Like, say I'm a nice guy. I don't want to be remembered by what I've done, but like in boxing, I just want to be remembered how I am as a person. That's the main thing for me, because that's all. You can't respect someone on the accolades, what they've done. I don't know, mate. You could be a top 4 player, top boxer, whatever. You can't respect them on that as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if they're going home and beating up their wife and being horrible to their kids, so who cares?
Fucking, there's no good being a great bloody boxer or footballer, and then you see him in the street and you go, "You're right, mate," and he's like, fucking morbid bastard.
Yeah,
He's got time for you, and that is it. It's not nice, is it? So, if you're a nice person, then you know that's what I'd like to be known as. I think I am, I know it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
know what I mean?
man.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. No, but yeah, that's it really. Just a good dad, good, good family member, good brother, sister, dad, whatever, fucking whatever you want to call
And an
it.
amazing coach. Brother,
And a good
it's
coach.
been a
Thanks for having
pleasure.
me. Nah,
Pleasure
thank
to
you.
have you, man.
Thank you.
for
Cheers.
joining us.
No worries, man. Take care.
Thank you for helping me win my fight as well.
No worries. No worries.
Thank you for listening, guys. Really appreciate it.